Hello friends, what's up? How are you? What is new in your life? First of all, I want to thank you all for stopping by today. I hope you all have a fantastic day and thank you if you decided to click on this video. That means that my content may appear interesting for you. And if you enjoy what you see, maybe you decide to subscribe and watch more of my videos. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why you might want to consider purchasing the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin foundation, and I'm also going to offer you 3 reasons why you might not need to get this foundation. So if you are interested to learn more, then just let's dive in. I wanted to sit down and do a typical wear test foundation review for the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation, but then I said that maybe because there are a lot of reviews, there are a lot of wear tests already for this foundation, it seems that it's really popular here on YouTube, and because I have few days since I'm wearing it, I said I will better come up with a different content that might interest you. I have posted a short video with unboxing and swatching of the shade that I picked up. So I have the shade 3N, that stands from neutral. She has in total 30 shades on her range, but there are 17 like numbers, and up to the number 11 she has them categorized as warm, cool and neutral. Starting with the shade number 12 till number 17, you have only 2. You either have cool or warm, or you have warm and neutral. So just keep in mind that. I purchased this foundation from Charlotte Tilbury, the European website, and I have paid even the shipping to have it. And I want to tell you that if you live in Europe and you want to have it faster, I highly recommend it to buy it from her website because the shipping is fast. It's coming from Netherlands. Actually, you have free shipping if your purchase it's up to 59 euros, but I didn't want to get something else from her website. I just was interested to get her foundation, so I said better pay for the shipping than get something else and have my bill higher, you know what I mean. You can also purchase it from Cult Beauty. The shipping duration it's longer, or you can either get it from Beautylish. Now, let's stick to the actual topic of this video. I wanted to give you first 3 reasons why you might consider buying this foundation. I'm going to pick on her website and also give you my experience. So this is the 5th day when I'm wearing this foundation, and I have a solid opinion about this product. The foundation claims are that it offers a beautiful finish. It claims to smooth, brighten, even skin tone and even to plump it. I can testify that. I believe that no matter how you apply it, even you use a brush or a sponge, you get a beautiful finish. It smooths, it evens the skin tone, and it offers a luminous finish. This is without any doubt true. I love the finish. I thought it gives me a nice medium coverage, and it's also buildable. I don't think so that you can get full coverage from that, but you are welcome to try, especially if you use the brush. As usual, you can get more coverage as opposed as you are using a beauty sponge. So on the first day when I've applied it, I think on my left side I have used the brush, the BK Beauty 101, and on my right side of the face I have used the Spectrum sponge, which actually I really love that sponge. It's really smooth, it's different than anything I've tried, and I'm loving it. Returning to our beautiful skin foundation. So it does what it says to do. It smooths, it's brighten, doesn't sit in the top of the face like other foundations do, doesn't accentuate your fine lines. I think it's a mature skin friendly. I'm in my mid 40s. The second reason that you might consider to get this foundation in your collection is the fact that it is infused with skincare loving ingredients as hyaluronic acid, which we know that it hydrates and it plumps the skin. It also prevents pollutant particles from penetrating the skin and strengthens the skin barrier to improve skin quality over time. This I cannot testify because I am wearing this foundation only for 5 days, but I actually have in plan to use this foundation for at least 2 weeks, and I will see, maybe I will share in an upcoming video, or maybe on something like speed reviews. I'm thinking to do that from time to time, and I'm going to show you if there are some improvements at the level of my skin. And the third reason that you might consider to purchase this foundation and add it to your collection, it is that it's really long lasting. It claims to last up to 16 hours. Now, I didn't wear it for that much. The longest period of time that I've kept this foundation on my skin, it was 12 hours, and this was actually on the first day when I've did my first test. By the end of the day, you can see that beside the fact that I'm oily, I didn't see too much rubbing. It was not collecting on my fine lines, and it was still looking okay. I could touch it up and rock other 4 hours to make it 16 to prove that the claims are true. And I wanted to say that on the first day when I've worn it, I have also used a pore minimizing primer underneath, and I have set it as normally I set my foundation with my Catrice Nude Illusion Setting Powder. So this was the first day when I have tested. The second day when I have took the footage, I have just worn it alone without any other setting powder, just the foundation by itself. And the second day I have worn it for a total of 10 hours, and I thought that it was looking perfect. So yeah, the actual claim that is long lasting, it's true, at least from my point of view, because I'm oily. I need that hydration and the long lasting, and I need my foundation not to grab into my fine lines. In the second day I was also wearing a mask, and you can tell that it didn't transfer too much on the mask. So I think it can also be considered as a mask friendly, if you want to say that. Alright, now let's talk about cons. First of all, it's not a revolutionary product. There are a lot of products on the market right now that claim to do the same thing. So you might already have this product in your collection. So I'm going to speak about this later on, just stick around. The second con that I wanted to bring up to the discussion, it's of course the high price tag. This foundation ain't cheap. It retails for 40 euros, and I think in the USA, I was checking the Sephora, it is $44 US. So yeah, it's not a cheap foundation. It's not the most expensive foundation out there, but it's a luxury price tag. And the third con that I wanted to bring in the discussion is that you might already have this foundation in your stash. Somehow I knew that I have this foundation in my collection, and I think this was one of the reasons that made me purchase it, because I wanted to try it and see if it is right. And yes, I was right. I was completely right. So I want to show you not the dupe, the perfect dupe, the perfect match for the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. And this is none other than one of my all-time favorite foundation, and you can tell that she's almost used up. I think I have just a quarter left. This is by Max Factor, and this is the Miracle Second Skin Hybrid Foundation. I even have the same shade, so I have the shade 3 Light on the Max Factor and the shade 3 on the Charlotte Tilbury. And this is not a new product, so you cannot blame Max Factor that they decided to make a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, because I have this foundation from 2020. I bought it in the end of 2020, and it's hands down one of my all-time favorite foundations. I mentioned it in my, I think in favorites of 2020, also on my favorite foundations for over 40. I can link those videos to see that is not something just I came up with it now. I had this foundation on my stash, so you might do the same. And I actually did a wear test on the second day when I was taking a footage. I was wearing this foundation, the Max Factor, on my left side, and on my right side I have applied the Charlotte Tilbury foundation.
On your feet, do you finally see what you miss?
And you can tell even the swatches are similar.
You're just one lost soul.
And by the end of the day, I was not able to tell any difference. They both weren't the same. I have worn them for a total of 8 hours and a half, if I'm not wrong. I was just applying later on the day. And there are a couple of things that could make you consider if you want to grab this against this. The Charlotte Tilbury brand, it's cruelty-free, while Max Factor, it's not cruelty-free. And the accessibility of Max Factor, it's not that good. I think in North America you can barely find this brand. Maybe you can find it on Amazon or on other places, but they are not selling this in North America. In US and Canada, from some reasons, this brand is not accessible on that part of the world. But other than that, I think they are spot on dupes. They are not like, they are similar. They are perfect dupes. I have other products in my stash that I think are similar with the Beautiful Skin by Charlotte Tilbury. Just let me grab them because of course I'm not prepared. I have two other honorable mentions that I want to bring that I find they are similar with the Charlotte Tilbury. First is the Wet n Wild, the tinted hydrator, which I have seen other people resemble this even with other foundations. So I think if you have this tinted moisturizer, you can use it or you can have it as a dupe for many other high-end foundations. I think this is even cheaper than the Max Factor. And I have another dupe, Tarte C Hydroflex Serum Foundation. I find this being very similar. Alright you guys, I hope this video has helped you in some extent to make a good decision whether you want to purchase or not to purchase the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. I would like to hear from you now if you have tried this product, and if you did so, please share with me what are your thoughts about it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I want to wish you all to have a beautiful day and a beautiful skin. And I'm going to see you again in my next video. Bye!
Okay.